The LeBron.
Yo, it's the Mallory Bros Podcast, S3 112. Back in the building, Friday, my day, my way, no Usher.
It's crazy when I'm backing out the driveway.
You love to say that.
The best thing to wrap up the my way, Friday. It's crazy when I'm backing out my driveway.
Hey, look, shout out to everybody that listen to the visual podcast. Shout out to everybody that listen to the audio podcast. 83 Babies. Shout out North Carolina. They have had one of the most tragic group breakups ever.
They broke up.
Not because they wanted to, but because them niggas had no cap in they rapping was really about that shit.
Damn.
The main nigga ain't no cap in my rap. I really seen the track. He's facing life in prison.
Fuck.
Yeah. But they say he killed like a kid or some shit.
Probably on some accident or shit.
Nah. No.
What? You can't be spreading false shit if you.
Nah, for real. He's definitely the leader of the group, Lil Tony, was arrested for the murder of a 9-year-old boy in a shooting and charged with first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit murder, assault with a deadly weapon, possession of a firearm. He's facing life.
Man.
So when he said he ain't no cap in my rap, he was for real. It's tragic. They made a great ass song, but
damn,
it's tragic as shit. Yeah.
I fucking love that track. You know what's dope about that track in the beginning? The way these niggas subtly come in. I'm really serving them. That shit fire. I'm really moving like that. And I'm going to keep it 100. They must be cool with, because they all kind of sound like Rich the Kid in a way.
Well, yeah. That's why he was on the track.
Yeah,
you know that was Rich the Kid?
I knew that was Rich the Kid.
Okay.
First off, one of my favorite songs ever is by Rich the Kid. It's a crazy thing. It's a song called Too Blessed. We too blessed.
Oh, yeah, go and get it off your chest. That's basically a Quavo song.
Rich the Kid and Quavo. To my gang, not having finesse. My bitch, she got it, she blessed. I don't want, your badass bitch want nothing but a neck. Fuck with that song, crazy. I fuck with that song on a different level. But damn, I wonder if Rich the Kid is from New Orleans. Not New Orleans, but NC.
I don't think so.
Gotta be. How much you want bet?
Rich the Kid is from... This motherfucker is from, damn, it don't say.
If it say Atlanta, then that's bullshit. Click the wiki.
This Terrance is a wiki user.
Oh,
this motherfucker from New York.
Wow, turn up. Shout out Queens. Shout out NY. I might have to start shouting somebody else out other than DC, maybe.
Look, Rich the Kid grew up listening to Nas, Jay-Z, Tupac, and Biggie.
What happened?
How the hell did you get the sound you got?
Nah, but I fuck with Rich the Kid. Don't do that. But, like I said, you think I should start saying something else other than DC?
Nah, I think that's dope.
I always say DC, but like low key,
Just
I'm like, damn,
DC
should I say something different?
DC?
LA, NY.
Nah, it's a Plenty LA NY podcast.
Nah, no bullshit. No bullshit. Or maybe look, PG.
And ain't many from out here.
We from PG. I was saying that too. If you if you go to like New York or somewhere and you at a party and they say, DC in the building. Look, niggas who just went to the Weekend joint. Weekend is in Landover, Maryland, in FedEx Field going, DC, are you with me tonight? DC, are you listening tonight? Why? Because DC, Maryland, Virginia, if you from DC, Maryland, or Virginia, and you go out to Massachusetts or somewhere, Connecticut, and they say it's DC in the building, it don't matter if you from PG County, Montgomery County. You can be like, we in the building. When I go out, I'm in DC.
There's a reason it's not MDV or MVD, and it's DMV. DC is the staple. Think about it.
Even though DMV is like alphabetically in order. It would never be VMD.
Oh, I mean, I guess alphabetically it is in order. But then why is it not Washington? You know what I'm saying? Why is it this? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
DC is the staple of the DMV. It is literally it's one of the only like joints that's not really a state, but it is.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Yeah, have no idea. I would love to like be like a host or some shit and get the mic.
DC is not
I can be like DC.
You know what's crazy? DC is not a state. Remember West Virginia, Wisconsin, Wyoming?
Oh yeah.
The song was over. That was it. DC like a motherfucking U.S. What do they call it?
Capital of the world?
It's like
Ain't it the capital of the world?
I'm telling you,
Fucking
we was terrible in all them classes.
I wasn't terrible in it. I knew all my states.
What's the capital of California?
Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine. Look, you only know because you know the song.
Because we learned that song.
Remember a nigga asked you what state is this?
Terrance, what's the capital of California?
It is a state. Capital of California? The capital of California. Hold up, y'all.
This motherfucker, see?
Sacramento.
No, wrong.
The capital of California?
It is Sacramento.
Let's go! What's up? D.C. is the capital of the United States, right? It's
No,
United States capital.
The United States capital is in D.C., but D.C. isn't the capital.
Then what is D.C.? Search capital of the United States. It's the D.C. is not a state. It's the. What you talking about?
Terrance, the capital is in D.C. Is D.C. the capital of the USA? The nation's capital? Yeah, it is.
Terrell, don't play on me. Don't play on me because I do this shit. Ask me another state and bet I get it. Random state.
What's the capital of Virginia? This motherfucker don't know.
Richmond.
Rich what?
Richmond. Oh my God, y'all boy is nailing these. Terrell not telling y'all that I'm right.
Terrance, I'm giving you easy states.
Terrell, are you kidding me?
What's the capital of Texas?
Capital of Texas? Damn, hold up. Dallas.
Wrong.
Houston.
Bitch ass niggas. Austin.
Austin. Fuck. It's all good. We good. Fuck Dallas.
Shout out to everybody in Dallas.
Shout out to the people in Dallas, but fuck y'all team. Fuck the Dallas
Nah,
Wings.
for sure.
Fuck the Dallas Cowboys. Fuck them all.
Mm-hmm.
Won't fuck with them. You talking to somebody that's a watch from D.C.
DC stand for Dallas Cowboys.
You know what's crazy? We done shit on our team. Our fan base been so all out of whack. That's why when you come to Maryland, you can find a fan of anybody in Maryland, D.C., Virginia. You can find Dolphins fans, Rams fans. I'm a Lakers fan. We
I'm
don't
a
have
Broncos fan.
When you look at our teams, we really don't have a track record of winning. But happy Friday, episode 112. This weekend seems to be foggy for me. I don't know why. I felt like this weekend came faster. No, not faster.
Or went
this
by?
weekend came slow as fuck. I feel like this was a long ass week for me.
Nah, it was.
I'm like, damn, it is about to be the weekend. Fuck.
What?
This nigga yawning. See?
Nah, no bullshit.
You dressed like somebody that was on the set of Boys
Terrance,
in the Hood.
Don't even
boy.
try it. Look at you.
You look like you was supposed to be in Boys in the Hood on the set, or you were supposed to be in Menace to Society like shit, boy. Look at this shirt. Can they see? What is this?
Shout out ASOS. I get everything from ASOS for the most part. I be ASOS Fashion Nova, Boohoo Man.
Yes.
The online sites is where I be at. If you ever wonder where I got on, just go browse them sites. You'll find it. I don't wear all that extra shit. At least not yet. I ain't gonna say not yet, because when y'all see me wearing some ball mane, just know I'm up.
If I'm at the point,
Mega Millions.
Look, if I'm at right, no bullshit. We gotta talk about that. Hey, look, if I'm at the point where I'm sitting down in the podcast every week wearing designer, like some crazy designer, that's crazy. Like that mean I'm up for real. Me and Terrell definitely not trying to be there though. I'm not trying to be up. I'm really not trying to be up. We should talk about that.
Yeah.
Once you get up, the expectation and the way everybody look at you, I'm really not trying to be there. I'm trying to shop with y'all niggas. Sale, let's go, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's
Nah,
a
for real.
sale, all right, bet.
Have you
Boo
been?
Man, ASOS.
I go and and get some pieces here and there sometime.
Yeah.
Have you been on the Amiri site?
I've been on a couple of them sites.
I just be like, you know what? Look, swimming trunks, $390.
I don't swim enough.
I'm going out of town for 3 days. The pic will get taken. It will be fine. Y'all got it. I'm just not at that point where I'm doing that yet.
This is my thing about it. If you're not up and niggas know you're not shit, right?
Mm.
We all know you still live with your mother. Or we all still know you live in you know what I'm saying, apartment building. We all know that you driving, you know what I'm saying, a Hyundai Accent. When we see you flicked up with designer on, what do you really think that you look like? We know you not that. So you know what you look like to me? Oh, you look like you perping. You trying to like show cojones. Look, I got my nuts out. I got my nuts here. Because you got on, you know what I'm saying? It looked like you might have spent, we all know, look, even the people that you know, it's like, I know what you do on a daily. So did you spend like half your, you know what I'm saying? This not to shit on nobody because I'm not up. I'm not a nigga that's making, you know what I'm saying? I could do that if I really wanted to, but I always felt like, damn, I'm gonna be perfect because for real, I'm gonna wear this back to the crib. I'm gonna be wearing this. I got on $300 Amiri trunks. I got on the, you know what I'm saying, $200 Rude shorts. You know what I'm saying? Or however you say it. I got on, you know what I'm saying, I got a $14,000 watch on. Mm-hmm. I got Cartier frames. For what? For what? So you can look like the nigga that you seen?
Now, if you can do it, then and you got your shit together at the same time, all right, now you flexing.
Nah, if you got your shit together, then you for sure.
You got your shit together all the way, cool. But some people just be spending their money reckless. But you know what we was talking about? We was revisiting the conversation about why, specifically in our community, we do that. Migos came from Gwinnett County. They didn't have shit. Y'all seen the picture of Quavo and Takeoff when they was little.
Yeah.
It's a reason why as soon as they got money, these niggas was wearing 2 watches at one point. That's the stupidest shit ever. Why do you have on 2 watches?
To show I got enough money to get 2 watches, because,
look,
nigga.
You just trying to prove to the other black folks around you
that I'm not
not like y'all. And you trying to prove to white folks that I'm not like them and I actually have money. So as opposed to just me walking around in a t-shirt, because black folks don't come from money.
Yeah.
So when we do get money, the first thing we do, and even when we get a little bit of money, we don't even gotta be rich. We try to show everybody that we got it.
Yeah.
That's why we spend the most money in retail every year. Black spending with the $3 trillion last year. It's ridiculous.
Nah, yeah, that's just
and
how
people
we
always
do.
say, look, white people get money and they walk around with t-shirts on and shorts. Black people get money and they spend. It's because white folks come from money. They have nothing to prove to the world.
Black folks get money, they spend their money too.
They do.
Them
Them
be on
t-shirts,
some reckless, nasty
right.
shit.
Them t-shirts don't be costing $12. They ain't wearing the Hanes out the Walmart. Everything is about status.
I just be thinking about it'd be funny. Like I get the niggas that come from those ends, but I just think about the niggas that you just like had a dope life. You know what I'm saying? You ain't really come from nothing. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know what you're saying as far as that, but nowadays this just seems like even more. I think people will spend their last on some fashion. I spend my last on a $345 sweater, right, for one flick. Might see that joint once, or you see the nigga that'll wear it everywhere. I don't got a problem with that. It's just like, damn, like,
little baby, something to prove.
I'm not gonna play that. You need to take that money and invest it. I'm not gonna say that. It's just like, damn, I don't know. I just don't care for, and that's just me for right now, probably. I just don't care to spend $600 on a sweater. I could get 4, 5, 6 sweaters for $600. Mm-hmm. You know? I just rather stay here. I don't want
shit on.
And I don't want what comes with me wearing a $600 sweater. I don't want that acclaim. The bitches that might look at me and say, oh, he got on that. You don't want her. You don't want her. Because did she see you or the sweater? So, you know what I'm saying? You don't want that. It's niggas that'll say, that nigga got on a $600 sweater. I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? I don't want none of the attention that comes with that. And then you got family, friends that'll say, oh, I saw that nigga with a $600 sweater. He can pay for this. You can give me this. Mm-hmm. I can ask for this. Nah, don't ask me for nothing. But you know what?
You're going to get to a point. Because even now, like, we could be sitting here in designer.
Terrell, no.
We choose not to. But you are going to get to a point where...
You always say shit like that like we could. No, we could not.
No, I'm saying you're going to get to a point where you are going to be buying some designer. I am.
No. I'm not going to say that I wouldn't. I'm just saying, I don't have this, like, thing in my mind where I really want it. I really just don't give a fuck.
But you know what?
You know, when I only want it was when I might be able to go on a date or some shit. And I'm like, yo, I want to wear some fly shit.
And what if they say that nigga with a $600 sweater?
That's one thing. I'm just mainly talking about on every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to be sitting here at the podcast with no designer on. What? Nah. They so shit.
Yeah. We still at that level. You know how you get your best fit pick? That's what niggas do, though.
Nah, yeah, but low-key, that's what I was saying. I don't want to get to a level where me and you sitting down in front of a podcast and designer. I never want to get there. I never want to get there.
Yeah.
Even if I have the money, I don't know, y'all. I just feel like y'all, the people that watch us, if we were to run into some dope ass money, I don't think that y'all would fuck with that. I don't think that me and Terrell talk about relatability all the time. I just don't think that our followers would fuck with that. We would start looking like, man, these niggas.
It's just but nah, it's not even really that. Your relatability is lost when you wearing these symbols now, but now you also move and talk different. Like now.
Yeah, I was in the Gucci store the other day and I said, give me my usual.
Yeah, they didn't bring my water. I said, where's the water? This is terrible service. I'm out.
That's what I hate.
Or now that you got some acclaim and you know some celebs, the conversation just changed to like, we've seen it from a lot of people that have came up in podcasting, that have came up in hip hop, YouTube specifically. It's niggas you follow on YouTube. Look, as opposed to me saying, yo, what's crazy? I was in this room last night and Chris Rock was there. You start saying stuff like, yeah, it was me, Chris Rock, and a couple people. It's like, damn, you really not as relatable as you used to be. No fault to you.
You up there with Chris Rock to where you could talk about him like that, bet.
And look, it's not like people start saying fuck you, but the relatability
gap get big.
Now we looking at you on your level, like as opposed to us being able to relate.
Yeah, like me and Terrell was looking at this video, and it's crazy. We talk about this all the time. We're talking about it now. We were looking at this video where this dude was like talking about relatability and how
Drew Gooden, shout out to Drew Gooden, YouTube.
Yeah, he was talking about how that one couple was talking about their mansion and how, imagine me and Terrell like, yeah, we were supposed to get our pool installed in our mansion, our second pool, but they bullshitting. So low key, y'all will be like, yo, I'm happy for them, but like,
it wasn't even really that. They were trying to make it seem like it was guys, we were supposed to move into our second mansion today, and it's ridiculous. And just hopefully pray for us, guys. Hopefully everything works out. It's like, these motherfuckers going through real shit. Y'all trying to get out of one mansion into the next, and y'all want prayers?
Oh, okay, yeah, see, that's crazy.
And that's where they was like, all right, you really just gone off the deep end. But you're right, even on that level, it's like Kendrick, that Kendrick track.
Are you happy for me? Really? And my thing is like, low key, what if we was like, yo, I tried to park my Lambo, and they didn't want me to park my Lambo because they said it was too wide. I said, see, when you start speaking like that, that's when it's like, now instead of me relating to you, I'm watching you.
Yeah.
And then watching you gets like most TV shows, shit get old. I think as long as your audience can always relate to you and feel like, damn, me and bro live in the same way. Like, I was telling Terrell, you start to see certain YouTubers get up, and now, like I used to watch Liza Koshy all the time. She used to just go to Target all the time and just do shit in Target. I could go to my Target and like live the same life. Feel like somebody, it's not like I would go to Target and do that same thing. I'm just talking hypothetical. People can see you in the Target and be like, what was that joint Terrell was looking at in the Target? That's what I would want to cling on to for life. I never want to be, look, you ever see the nigga somebody say, what I eat in a week, right? And then they like, at Whole Foods or Jerry Joe's or some random ass joint. I watched this girl make a PB&J. She used this random ass peanut butter, random ass strawberry jelly with a man, you know what I'm saying? A magnet. What the fuck is this? Where's the Jif? Where is the
Welch's?
Mm-hmm. And just show me how you smear your shit for real. I want to go make my same. Y'all saw she put extra peanut butter, but it was the same as this. I never want to escape that. I never want to get to a point where I'm like, I'm not drinking. Me and Terrell got Members Mark water. Members Mark water from Sam's, $3 for 45.
For that 45 pack.
I'm not saying stay in a place of poverty, but you know.
I was going to ask you, if you do pop off crazy, right? Because we've managed to keep the image the same, even going up. You know what I'm saying? Because your priorities are different. You're not splurging money on the shit that you could. You know what I'm saying? But even using somebody like Liza Koshy, who ended up hosting shit, she got a whole bunch of more notoriety.
Yeah.
It's tough for her. It's tougher for her to keep relatability.
Nah, yeah,
because you're gonna get too big, so you can't do your Target haul the same.
Right.
And honestly, I think that is a part of the process. You're gonna lose some people because you're not at that level anymore. But I think the issue that comes with it is where people speak too much like they didn't come from that level.
Yeah.
And that's where I feel like motherfuckers start dropping off. If we start changing, if you start, like you said, if you start acting different, the people that been watching us since we were driving that green Honda, they gonna be like, I've known these niggas since they was doing this. Because it's a difference between being proud of somebody, because people normally chalk shit up as hate. It's easy to say, these niggas hating. Yeah. But it's like, nah, these people knew you, and you just like switched up. And people, you know that quote that says, people say I changed. I say I wasn't supposed to stay the same. Like, there's truth in that because you're supposed to grow.
Yeah. But
that's the misconception in that whole quote. When people say you changed, I said I wasn't supposed to change the same. That is bullshit to me. To me, that is bullshit. You supposed to grow and change the toxic shit about you for sure. But normally, let's keep it a buck. When somebody say you changed, they talking about how you used to be one way and you was cool, but now I feel like you have become something else.
Yeah.
And normally the person that's telling you changed gives a fuck about you, because nobody else is going to say it to you.
Yeah.
Am I like off with that, or do you agree?
I agree with what you're saying, but for me, I'm more so talking about like your audience. I don't think your audience is going to change like how you will. I think as the person who might be like me and you right now, I think if me and you were to run into somebody, we start wearing designer every podcast, we talking about going down Hollywood Boulevard, I don't think you should speak to your audience. I think the issue that people make is they'll start speaking to their audience like their audience is growing with them, when your audience is just your audience. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's more like, instead of me saying, yeah, I was walking down Hollywood Boulevard and then trying to act like this is who I've always been. My bad. No, that's can. Instead of me, and she probably called me that. Instead of me walking down Hollywood Boulevard and acting like, and talking to my audience as if that's who I've always been, when they know I was just walking down 10215.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I think people make a mistake in not understand that your audience is not getting rich with you. Right. And honestly, your audience is low-key what's making you rich. So I think in a term where it's like, I don't know, I just think it's like your language. Like you said, it's you can definitely change to be something different, but I think if you're gonna grow, if you're growing, I think the things that you do should always just be a part of. If I'm talking to my audience, right, and I'm like, we now live in Hollywood, I wouldn't just start talking to my audience like I live in Hollywood. Yeah, I would talk as if, yo, this is my new experience and y'all's. Like if me and Terrell moved to Hollywood, it would be a lot of, yo, one thing that I learned so far about living down here is this. Mm-hmm. Or, you know what's crazy that I just realized? I come from here. So out here, I had to learn this. Yeah. I think your audience will like to hear you're learning something new, because this is still you. This is Terrell, but he learning some new shit. Yep. It's just too many people go, oh, now I got enough money to go live in L.A., now I just want to act like I'm from L.A. Like, I've always talked about this. Niggas go to Icebox and shit and say, remember I told you niggas was looking at watches? Uh-huh. I watched Drewski was like, he said some shit like, yeah, I normally, or it was Yeet or somebody was up at Icebox talking about, yeah, bust down, I normally fuck with the bust down. No, I think it was Drewski said something like, yeah, I normally fuck with Plain Jane. You normally fuck with Plain Jane? We watching you talk like you frequent. Like the video don't say your first joint, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah. So it's like, I'm not going to go to L.A. and say, yeah, you know, when I'm in L.A., I normally like going down. And hold up. That's their perception. People trying to sell. Now they have a new image to sell. Now I want you to know that, this is who I am. I'm up here now. But now, look, you don't realize we all followed you for you being down here. Now, look, this is what I do want to say. Profession change. Like me and you started doing YouTube reaction review. And now we have a podcast. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That's primary. And I think people could say, well, y'all niggas changed because y'all used to do reactions, but now y'all mainly do the podcast. And that's where it's like, okay, we're still the same two dudes, though. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We're not on this joint. There's certain aspects that you get from those reactions. You get them, you know what I'm saying? There's certain You know what I'm saying?
And we still doing
that in the podcast.
And that's the thing. There's a difference between growth and change.
Right.
But people confuse the two. Sometimes people look at growth as change, and some people look at change as growth the wrong way. Like it's two different things. I do think there's a right way to do it. There's a right way to level up. Like David Dobrik, you go look at them old ass videos where they was going from apartments to apartments and just going out and shit. It's kind of like low key the same as what he does now. He's legit the same person. He just has more money.
He has more money.
And could do that at a different level. But it's
Right.
the same. Emma Chamberlain, same thing. You was riding around trying different burgers.
And you still are the same person. It's just you experiencing shit. Like her on the red carpet was dope.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When she did I think she did the Met Gala.
Mm-hmm.
Her on the red carpet was dope because it was like, damn, she done made it to the Met Gala.
Yeah.
We just mainly talking about people who get there and then just be like,
They switch up. It's
this
crazy.
is who I am now.
Yeah. Like when Justin Jefferson, look, I'm a
We talk about it all
Dior
the
man.
time. I'm a Dior man. I'm a Dior man.
Nigga got his first Dior.
Nigga, are you really a Dior man? I'm a Dior man. It's funny as shit.
Nigga was talking crazy out his mouth, said he was better than Cooper Kupp. You're not. Vikings fans, that man just got the Triple Crown. We can't say that this year. We can say it next year, maybe. Y'all just need to leave Kupp alone this year. The man won the Super Bowl MVP and the Triple Crown. Leave him alone for this year.
I don't like the smut that's on D-Hop's name.
There's no smut on D-Hop's rep.
It
He
is.
need to come back. He need to
You
stay
got a lot
healthy.
of people that'll say, oh, he's better than D-Hop. So-and-so is better than D-Hop. Man, DeAndre Hopkins is a fucking dog and was the best receiver until he got injured. I don't care what nobody say. That man was
Well-
single-handedly going up and getting that ball and winning games.
He need to stay healthy. Because look at how they doing Mike Thomas.
Why it seems like Mike Thomas been injured for like 4 years now?
That's the thing, though. He's great as fuck. Better than a lot of niggas that's in people's top fives. But since he can't stay healthy for a whole season and show it,
If it's us versus them, who you think gonna win?
last week Friday, the greatest of all time, Beyonce dropped an album, her 7th studio album, Renaissance. Shout out to everybody that saw the reaction on Patreon. It's up, so if you haven't seen it, check it out. Man, the album came with controversy. This motherfucker got an issue. This group, we gotta figure it out because we said a slur. Then we had the issue that came with the leak that happened before. Kelis. That's what I'm saying. Oh yeah, Kelis had her
I'm
issues.
trying to upload this video.
In totality, the album was phenomenal. The album is great, and it just gets better and better and better. And
I will second that album is great.
the album is great as fuck, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like what's your favorite tracks from the album?
My
You got
favorite tracks, definitely Something Off the Couch. So Plastic Off the Sofa.
Plastic
Sorry.
Off the Sofa, yep.
I like Alien Superstar. I think the best song on the album is Break My Soul still. I
For real?
still think it's Break My Soul. What's the track?
That's Plastic Off the Sofa.
That's that one, man. That's that one.
That Alien Superstar.
Alien Superstar, Plastic Off the Sofa. I like Virgo's Groove. I like Heated, of course.
Heated is amazing, yes.
Summer Renaissance. Yeah. Beyonce definitely put out a fire album.
My joints are Cozy, Alien Superstar, Cuff It, Break My Soul, Plastic Off the Sofa, Heated, and I actually really like Summer Renaissance too.
Think about how weird the teachers were who would count and start with their thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I used to be like, how the fuck are they keeping that pinky down?
I
Look,
can't
I can do it now. You know what you need a nail. You need to be able to have a nail. If you can't keep your pinky down when you counting to 4, it's because you don't got no nail on your pinky.
That pinky nail need to grow.
I'm lying like shit because I got a bigger nail on this hand. I can't do it on this hand.
Yeah, what the fuck? I'm just not designed that way. God didn't make me that way, y'all.
1, 2, 3. You're not even counting. You like, what the fuck? But your songs, my bad.
Nah, I just said all of my songs. I think the album is amazing. I did want to talk about the spaz thing.
No, let's start here. What you thinking about your girl Kelis who came out before the album started? Damn, shorty didn't even want to reach out. Yeah, Milkshake brings all the boys to the album. We did that.
Let me tell y'all something. I don't think that was a Beyonce issue more than it was her camp. But it's almost like, since it's your album, we'll go ahead and give it to you. Now, I will say this. I don't think Kelis was wrong.
Yeah.
and wanting to be, given the proper communication or credit. I don't think it was anything wrong with that. And I did think it was fucked up that people started like coming for her for real. Whatever.
Yeah.
But
Also, it's like
Beyonce, and look, she took the sample off of Energy. It's fine. We didn't even need it for real. The song is still fine. But you know what? You got it. I just didn't like all of the shots because it wasn't just about that from Kelis. Kelis was like, she's stolen from me before. She's, okay, cool. Obviously, you have an issue.
Nah, yeah.
Or maybe there's some underlying some shit that we don't know about. Not even gonna go there. It is what it is. We took your little sample off. It's fine. We still gonna do 325 first week.
But
But
you think she's gonna do 325?
she's already slated to do 325.
Slated don't mean shit.
Well, she's set to do between 315 and 330. 325.
I'm just hating.
320. But which is dope. But yeah. I mean, shout out to Kelis. I mean, I think she definitely is right to stand up for herself. And I think it was fucked up that people start like coming for her, but at the same time, it is what it is.
Nah, it is. And honestly, I feel like Kelis, you're gonna look salty regardless. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna look salty when you don't have your own shit out and then somebody puts some shit out and then,
Yep. And so there was that. Then came the Beyonce saying, I'm about to spaz out. I'm getting ready to do this. And that was something that term in the black community is used a certain way. Like, I've been educated and been looking at different perspectives on this whole shit. It's like one of those things where we like, you're right. But it's like, okay, so how far are we going to go with it? You know what I'm saying? Because think about it. Like, do you know the history of that?
The spaz?
Yeah. So the term spastic is used for people that have cerebral palsy, right? And so the short version of that word is spaz, which is a noun.
Yeah.
Right? Beyonce was using a verb form of it, meaning I am spazzing.
Yeah.
Or I'm about to spaz. People say, oh, well, it's still from the same thing. And so this is my thing.
Damn, you saying. Is that, are we slurring right now?
No, it's not, because I'm not like referring to anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Beyonce wasn't referring to anybody. She just said she was about to.
Oh, well, you know what? I guess. Sorry. I'm just. I've been trying to explain the shit. I don't want to offend anybody. But what I can say is there are songs that use that word that date back to. There's black music that dates back to the early 1950s, 60s, to where that term didn't take the rise of the derogatory form of that word took precedence in the 80s, where that was the height of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of we have been using that word in our community for a long time, a different way. And then it took on something else. But this the thing. People are saying like, well, if it's about a muscle spasm or about something, in the definition, it is offensive to these people, XYZ. It's like, I guess you're right. But this is my thing. Chris Brown and Young Thug put out a song called Go Crazy last year. Should they not be able to say crazy? Because if you call somebody that's mentally whatever crazy, it could be looked at as a slur. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, how far are we going to go? Or are we just picking on Beyonce and Lizzo?
And people who say
And
that.
they're not even
Referring to.
doing it that way. But y'all are technically right. You're technically right. Like, I can't say, nah, you wildin'. We've been using that, which is honestly a fact. Most black people have no idea that was even a thing.
Right.
But you know what? Y'all right. So the songs that are called crazy, the songs that have crazy, should she change crazy in love?
Nah, yeah, you're right. Like, it's
And
like,
that's
how
the
far
thing.
would it go?
How far are y'all willing to go with it? Now, you know, Black Eyed Peas, I just learned this. My girl told me this the other day. You know, let's get it started in here. You know that song used to be, you know it used to be, let's get our word.
Let's get. Oh, wow.
Yeah. But they had to change it. Because back then, that was fucked up.
Wow, yeah. And honestly, let's get it started is way better. I'm glad they changed it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look like Will I Am.
You look like the nigga that we don't even know his name, but he's a part of it. You look like just one of the Black Eyed Peas. We don't even know your name.
Okay, boy, you look
You're
like
not Will.I.am. Ain't Fergie in Black Eyed Peas?
You look like
You're not Fergie Ferg.
You look like a Black Eyed Pea, boy. People eat you on New Year's for good luck.
You look like,
and you dress like you work for Chip Hazard, boy. Small Soldier's body ass. You look like you dress just.
You look like Archer from Smart Soldiers like shit, boy. Trash can with all of your Gorgonites like shit. You look like one of the Gorgonites. Look at him. That's a crazy word, Gorgonites.
That is a great ass movie.
It's a great ass movie. They used to have that joint on Netflix.
Now it's on Roku.
Fuck out it.
But yeah, what I will say is shout out to Beyonce for being unproblematic and saying, you know what, if I'm offending this person or if I'm offending this group, I'm gonna just take it off. Kelis, I'm gonna just take that off. Whatever. It's not worth it. It's not worth.
So did she actually took the Kelis joint off?
She took that the spaz word. I'm sorry. Well, that term came off that song Energy. I'm sorry, came off of Heated, and the sample came off of Energy. So back to regular sketch, and we getting ready to go up, and we getting ready to do 320. And look, we don't give a fuck about streaming numbers as Beyonce fans. We said that Everything Is Love. I gave a fuck about streaming numbers. I would have put them in on Spotify. I don't really care what it's gonna do. It's gonna do what it's gonna do. But for the fact that she did 325 in today's climate, that's solid.
But she's doing 325 with like a mixed album, right? Dance and
well, it's a pop album.
I think she would have did more if she did her own type album, you know?
I think so too. If she would have did some more
self-titled
type work,
yeah,
for sure.
I was gonna ask you something that was kind of left field. Do you believe in unsending messages if you don't get a response
on IG?
Yep.
Yeah.
Cause that's the only place you can do it.
Nah, I believe in that 100%. I 100% believe in unsending. If you're not gonna respond or you just gonna read, I'm unsending it, and I'm gonna tell you why. It may be fragile. It may be whatever. Y'all can call me whatever y'all want.
The only person that hurts is the motherfucker who got it unsent.
They don't even know you unsent it. Or
yes, they do.
Sometimes they do.
It'll say
this message is no longer whatever. But this is my thing. There's two reasons why I have an issue with it. Number one, let's say you DM somebody on some you try and get with them type shit.
Well, you don't have an issue with it, you mean?
I don't have an issue with it.
Okay.
But this is my thing. This is the reasons why. Let's say you send a message on some, shooting your shot type shit.
Yeah.
And the person don't read it or they just don't say shit back, whatever. Life goes on, you get in a relationship. There's been situations where I'm not going to give you he tried to talk to me, yeah.
Angle.
And you never even responded, but you just trying to flex now. So now you got to prove it, and you won't have that to prove.
You won't have it. And fellas, that's the number one reason why you unsend messages.
Yeah. Number two, if something happened to me, I don't want you to post my message and say, yeah, damn, I should have responded or some shit. No, I'm unsending this. I'm taking this back. And it's honestly, fellas, I don't give a fuck what they say. That shit is better for your self-esteem. Now you can tell yourself, I never said shit to that bitch.
I never said shit to that bitch. Who is she? This my thing. With that, unsending messages, you get to basically do some shit that you wish you could do in real life, but you can't. But guess what? On IG, we can do it there. You go up to a shawty in the gym. Hey, how you doing? What you working on? Ew, boy, the fuck? I'm trying to...
Right, ew.
Embarrass this shit or some shit. Look, that wouldn't happen, but look. You wish that you dead ass in certain moments when you try to talk to a girl, you wish, damn, I wish I would have never said nothing.
I should have just waited until...
Well, guess what? It's a reality on Instagram. I never said shit to that bitch. Was never interested. Guess what? You pull every like back, every message sent. What I said? Did you screenshot? Oh, all right. If she screenshot, then you fucked. But honestly, if you ever message a girl and she don't say shit, bring it back.
And this isn't for you creep niggas that say terrible shit.
Yeah, nah. This just for my ones out there. Hey, fellas, this is just a pro tip for real. If you send a message and she don't say nothing, unsend it.
And then go smack in 2 years and she won't even remember that you said something the first
time.
Turn
up. This what you gotta do, fellas. If you out here sending your DMs or whatever, unsend them shits. If they don't say shit, even if she read it, unsend it. Back. Read nothing now. Go back and see who, oh, damn, I guess he has, yup. And I'm out. And you know the girls that post, wow, must be mad that I didn't. Oh, no, I'm not mad because I don't know what you're talking about. What happened? What happened? I'm not mad at all.
For real.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh. The main people that post and be like, wow, look, they'll post a little message unsent, like 6 of them, and be like, whoever's doing this year, why you didn't read the messages? You can't be mad about that. I get them all the time.
I get them all the time, too.
And I be feeling bad because
I'm like, fuck, I hope that wasn't somebody that just felt like, fuck this nigga. He ain't want to read. Nah, it really do not be that. It don't.
Be just too much. And sometimes I miss out on shit. That's why I always tell people, if you send me a message and I didn't respond, send it again.
Facts. And I feel like I've gotten that before, too. I think somebody has unsent a message and then sent the same message to me before. And then it's not like look, my thing is I don't hold no grudge over some shit like that.
Yep.
That's like a nigga coming to your mailbox after his party and taking the invitation out of your mailbox and ripping it up. You can't be like, hey, motherfucker, why did you rip my mail up? I ripped up my invitation to the party you didn't come to yesterday. So, like, could you really get mad? You can't.
Nah, you really can't.
Or somebody unsend their RSVP notification on Facebook. Are you coming? Unsend.
Damn, that's the worst. Facebook, remember because now Facebook has it to where it's going, maybe, no.
Yep. And I think it'll let them know if you've seen it.
Oh, yeah. Viewed. Shout out to Facebook.
Yo, and I was talking to this girl about this. This is something I don't like. This is something I just find disrespect. I don't like how on iPhone they have the joint where you can share your focus status. I don't know if you know iPhone. iMessage, they introduced Focus last year, and Focus is about privacy. You can put your text messages on private. I'm about to do it to you, Terrell, because I can do it. It will say
has their messages silenced, right?
So-and-so has notification silence. So it's like,
I do that. If you put my phone is on Do Not Disturb right now. If I do that, it'll do the same thing. You try to text me right now, it'll say Terrell has notification silence. What?
Is it because you're in my favorites? I don't know why.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. It's because we in favorites. Look. Oh damn, I can't figure this shit out.
That's something that I don't fuck with.
My phone is always on D&D. I'm not even gonna lie. Sometimes I get too many emails. I get too many fucking
I don't fuck with that.
Alerts.
Read receipts. I'm just not fucking with the blatant. I'm ignoring you. You know what I'm saying? You fucking arguing with somebody, and then next thing you know, they messages say, so and so has their notification silence.
Nah, you know what they were talking? You give that to me?
Yeah.
I bet. Your computer got enough charge?
Nah, yeah.
You know what they were saying? They were saying that the thumbs up joint on iMessage is low key disrespectful. It's low key like somebody saying, yeah, fuck out of here type shit.
It depends on what the message is too.
Like if somebody send you something and or you send somebody something, they just thumbs their joint up. It's like, you couldn't take the seconds it took you to hold down this message and type a thumbs up to put okay or all right bet.
Nope. If it's an all right bet, I'm cool with the thumb.
If you're not putting a heart on my shit or a haha and then responding, I feel like it's disrespectful.
So if I put the haha, I could have took the time out and put LMAO.
I think you also should do that. I will haha the message and then send laughing joints.
We all know what them what them quick responses are though.
I'll text my dad, yo.
I really don't have nothing to say after this.
I text Ma the other day. Said something like, love you, whatever. She just put a heart on it. I'm like, damn. I love you too.
You will wear my hug ass nigga, that's why.
Nah, that's different. That's like trying to give a nigga a thumbs up that didn't say shit to you.
Right. Hey, look, real quick. Did you see the bishop that was robbed of $1 million of jewelry? He was a pastor.
Yeah, we a couple weeks
behind
on it, but yeah.
But I did want to say, like, one, that's crazy that they robbed him in his church.
Yep.
Like, I'm thinking it was in front of everybody.
Yeah.
Like,
honestly, Terrance,
that's some first Sunday shit, ain't it?
It is, but
Lee John and whatever. But like, I thought that was funny. But then I'm like, damn, there's a pastor out there with $1 million worth of jewelry on.
$400,000 worth of jewelry. But
his wife had on another $100,000, thousand.
Mm-hmm.
So together it was $1 million.
What is my thing? I don't think they robbed that church. They didn't rob everybody in the church.
Nah, just the pastor.
Just the pastor.
Yeah.
Did you see all of the shit that came out after that? He stole $90,000 from the congregation. He drives a fucking Rolls Royce.
I was just thinking about. I said, damn.
I said, nah, that's
maybe that's good. Maybe I need to get into that business.
Nah, for real. Churches are the biggest businesses.
Because it's a business for real.
100%.
If I'm making enough money as a pastor to wear $1 million, me and my lady got on $1 million worth of jewelry.
Yeah, and you keeping money from the congregation, and he put out a $50,000 reward to get his jewelry back. That they said he was going to take more money from the congregation, take it right out of the congregation fund.
Yeah, because where are you getting your money from?
And you paying no taxes on them tithes. You don't pay taxes.
So that's my thing. That's what I don't know and would like to be educated on. And I will actually admit to being very ignorant about this. But how does a church make its money outside of passing the plate?
That's how they make their money. Churches are places of, I'm not the guy that knows, and I want to talk to you about the Donald Trump joint after this, because it's kind of the same. But churches, you don't have to, they're nonprofit.
Yeah.
So since there's no real business, they can only take in donations. So think about this.
Yep, I just Googled it. Tithes and offerings from followers are the primary sources of income for several churches.
Yep.
And has become a common mechanism for providing church services.
Yep. So this is the thing. This is the thing that you got to realize.
Ooh, listen to this. To
Go
give
ahead.
a tithe is to give 10% of one's income to God.
Yep.
According to the Bible, whereas giving a sacrifice is giving freely. So people don't think they paying for the church.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving my money to God.
Now,
But my God money is on this nigga's neck.
this is what I want you to think about.
My money is on this man's neck. I'm supposed to be giving my money to God, right? And this motherfucker walked up in this joint with Cartier frames, yeah. These niggas ain't speaking my language.
Now, this is the thing.
Pastor, let me talk to you real quick.
And look, this is what I want you to think about. The average person, right? Think about like Granny. My grandmother been going to the same church for 70 years.
Yep.
70 years. So
70's a stretch.
she's 84.
60 years.
Terrance,
Granny not been going to that church since she was 11 years old.
She
for
has
real?
been going to that church since she was little. She has. That's why she said when they was doing the Skype joint and they was like, you could go back. She said, fuck this Skype. I'm about to go. I've been going to this church my whole life. If something gonna take me out. So
That's how them people was with when COVID came.
for sure.
I ain't going nowhere but church.
So think about it. So a lot of these church goers really do give that 10%. And this is what you gotta think about. If I make 30 grand, right? If I make 30 grand and for my whole life, I give my 10%, my 3 grand. After 40 years, I've given the church $120,000. That's just me alone.
That's 40 years though.
It is though. But there's hundreds of motherfuckers that go to these churches that are giving money. They pass the plate every Sunday. Think about it. The plate that comes around, that's not where you put your 10%. Granny writes a check.
Oh, nah, you right.
You know
People
what I'm
do write a
saying?
check, yeah.
There's a bunch of money coming in.
It's like when you got motherfuckers who putting $2 in there from the purse, and then you do have the people that's putting the envelope and handing the envelope. Me and Terrell some fucking heathens.
Let me tell you something. Churches can be culty as fuck, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
Because my thing is like, damn, that's in the Bible to give money, to give your income to God?
Nah, I just feel like people, it's like
I need to talk to a Christian about that one.
God is the ultimate. I'm using. It's like number one. I'm selling you hope anyway. Number two, I have the absolute most powerful scheme that you just believe in already, which is God. Think about it.
He just called God a scheme.
I know. I believe in God. I'm saying like these niggas that are selling you on like a business. Give me $30 and I'll show you how to learn how to become an engineer for $30 class.
Yeah.
If I say give me your 10%, but it's going to God who you pray to every night, come on, bro. You're going to give me that money.
And I just thought it was crazy because this motherfucker got robbed for $1 million worth of jewelry. I would have said, what? And I'm paying money every month. That's who I'm not thinking
Nah,
about
for
my
sure.
money going to God. One thing goes wrong in my life, and my whole attitude would switch. I'm praying to God. I'm giving him my 10% of my income to God. One thing go left. You see how Lauren London was talking about how when she lost Nipsey, she said her faith was challenged like no other. Because she said she started having ego in the front. She said she started feeling like, I pray to you all the time. so why me?
Mm-hmm.
And she said she had to remove her ego. That's a natural thing. But can you imagine some tragic shit happen to you and you go into a church giving your money and then you realize that this pastor has on $1 million worth of jewelry? Him and his wife, when they pulling up in a Rolls Royce and shit like that. And you just start, and well, my thing is this, I would start to say, okay, this is where our fucking money is going.
Nah, for real. And bro, it happens all over the country. It happens everywhere. That happens everywhere. You seen what happened to Joel Osteen? His ass went under fire because guess what? You supposed to be this godly man, this God that's...
I remember this, yeah.
Remember, and then when them black folks needed to get in that church, what did he say? I don't even know if it was all black folks. It was just people, period.
It was people, period.
They wanted to take refuge in one of his buildings. He shut the door and said, hell no.
And they paying their money to keep that fucking door open.
Yep.
That's fucking crazy,
It's crazy,
man.
bro.
We not speaking on the religion. We just more so speaking on the business of church.
The
And
business of
whether
church,
you
yeah.
like it or not, there is a definite business aspect. I wouldn't frown or I wouldn't be misunderstood at the person that said, you know what, I'm about to open up a church and make me some money. That sounds horrible, right?
Mm-hmm.
But does it sound ridiculous?
It sounds like you trying to start a business. Imagine if I said, hey, you want to start a business and pay no taxes on it? You're going to be like, what the hell I got to do? This is why
Lord, I had a breakthrough.
Yeah.
And I was feeling like I need to leave. You practicing and all of that shit.
And Terrance, you know what's
how
crazy?
I know your faith really real standing up there? If you didn't have that milli on your neck and wrist, if the neck and wrist ain't lie, would you still stand on that stage for God? Or would you be working at the Home Depot or flipping sandwiches like everybody else?
And
you
that's what you gotta
standing
think
on
about.
that stage for your God or for this green?
And they even do shit. Terrance,
Man.
now you right. You right.
Watch your mouth now.
I'm getting ready to walk off this
You better
podcast.
watch your mouth now.
But you know what's crazier?
You about to get a DM. I'm a pastor at 68th Baptist in Ebenezer.
First Christian.
And let me tell you exactly why I stand on stage.
Yeah.
I stand on stage because I begot.
Now look, what's crazy is that they use people's struggle. They'll make a whole sermon about.
I ain't trying to get on. You know
I'm
what I'm
not
saying?
doing
trying
that.
to get
I'm
away
not
from
doing
this
that.
shit.
We just talking about the truth of it. Last thing I'm gonna say. They use your struggle. They'll get up there and preach about the You know how much pastors made in the pandemic preaching about how God need to save all of us and we just need to pray and then pass that plate.
Yeah.
Pass the plate.
And if we want God to save us, Sister Abigail.
Get that damn thread basket out of my face. Stop the collections. Hey, look. Another thing that I want to talk to you about.
No, real quick before we leave, and I know we said we gonna leave. Did you see TD Jakes was on stage talking about how men are, what did she say? We're raising our women to be men.
TD said that.
TD Jakes was on stage talking about how women act like men now. This ain't church. This social media. I'm showing up on, what is this? That ain't church.
Yeah, it ain't church. And bro, that same pastor, not even going back to TD Jakes. Number one, TD Jakes. All right, now let's see y'all say that. All right, you're going to lose a lot of folks, TD.
So you got to get blackballed from everywhere.
I know, right?
Tyler Perry. TD Jakes now.
But you know what? Going back to that pastor that got robbed, when I first heard about that, I was like, damn, that's sad as shit because I saw the video.
There's a video of it?
There's a video of him getting robbed.
Damn.
He gets down on the ground, whatever. There's somebody that's sitting in the back that they didn't even rob. He just sat there the whole time. People were talking about how he was in on it. But anyway, after that, all of this shit just started to domino out. First, it was like, damn, a pastor got robbed. Come on, y'all. This is crazy. Then he's holding 90 grand from churchgoers, say he haven't got paid. Then they say it was $400K in jewelry. Damn. Then they say this nigga drove a Rolls Royce. Then he came out and was saying he called somebody the F word. So,
Terrell, you just had to. All right,
just
you said this
turned
already.
into something crazy. Fuck you, nigga. You brought this up.
No, I'm just saying, it's like, yo, I want to reiterate that this man did this and that. You saying stuff you don't even, you know what I'm saying?
I know about that. Your ass is 3 weeks late.
I'm just saying the F word, he called somebody the F word. All right.
Nah, because it was like we felt bad for him at first.
I feel like what would be natural though would be for them to go on a smear campaign about the dude.
Nah, I mean, like,
You know what
he
I'm
was
saying?
interviewed and said,
Oh, did y'all know he ride a Rolls Royce? Oh, did y'all know he?
Nah,
and it's like,
man.
yeah, you're right. I'm mainly talking about just not him more so than.
Yeah, but see, he didn't just get robbed. I don't believe he was just robbed for no reason by some dudes in the neighborhood.
Oh, I'm thinking that since he wants to ride around in a Rolls Royce, he would just look like a, you know? You're saying like it's an inside job type?
I think somebody grandmother said, this is some bullshit. I'm going to get Ray and them to get his ass.
No bullshit. I won't be at church.
Why nobody else in the church got robbed?
Nobody else in the church is on that level.
Terrance, if I'm robbing the church, everybody's giving their money up.
You trying to be like Lee John and whatever the dude's name is. They not going to rob that whole church. We going to go get the heavy hitters. The nigga that has the shit we can just take. $400 worth of jewelry on your wrist and neck and wrist?
Nah, yeah, that was wild.
And then your lady got on what, 400? Both of y'all got on, right? Y'all have school tuition on.
$400K. School tuition?
What church is this? That's why I said, damn, yo, that's crazy. That sounds like I need, you know what I'm saying? I start thinking horrible thoughts. I'm like, damn, somebody hears that and think, damn, what business, part of business am I missing? Anyway.
Yeah. You know what? Shout out to all of the pastors out there that's doing it, right?
That's doing it for real, yes. Let's do that, some positivity.
Because I don't want to make it seem like we just are anti the church.
Right.
There are some pastors out there that do it right. There's some people that came out and were speaking about it. So shout out to them. But
and it's horrible that things like that get put in the spotlight and give y'all a bad name. You know what I'm saying? Or bad perception.
Yeah.
So,
did you see the? Now this is what I really wanted to tell you about. You seen Donald Trump's first wife passed away.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. And they buried her on his golf course.
Okay.
But what people was talking about, which didn't even occur to me until I had read it on Twitter, did you know that since he buried his wife on his golf course, he now can classify his golf course as a cemetery and pay no taxes on it?
So you're trying to insinuate that he had his wife killed?
No, I'm just saying the fact that she's buried there now, he doesn't have to pay taxes. There's certain there's hella tax, what do you call it? Where you don't have to pay
tax break.
There's hella tax breaks for him doing that there. I only say that to say, you know what, y'all, do that write-off, do everything you want to do, because the rich people are doing it. They were talking about how Amazon made such and such $1 billion and paid $0 in federal tax. At all.
I just don't get it. They make all of that money and they don't have to pay any taxes back, but all of our taxes is going to bullshit.
Right. You might pay 20 grand in taxes, or look, 15 grand in taxes. You hoping to get a return. You owe 300 more or 500 more, or you get a $300 return.
And our taxes goes towards dumb shit, like shit that doesn't even fucking matter. Like them, I be thinking about them police officers that were just standing around while them kids was being shot. We paying taxes for y'all motherfuckers.
Oh, yeah.
To stand around, be on y'all phone?
Yep.
Wicked. I don't know if you wanted to, I got some more left field shit if you wanted to, some left field.
Okay.
Are you a virgin? Phone sex.
I had my first phone sex in 6th grade.
Bet. Because now we got some juice. Because let me keep it 100, y'all. I am a virgin when it comes to phone sex. I have never in my life
my first phone sex was
had
6th
phone
grade.
sex before. And I told somebody about this. I'm not ashamed of that. You know what I'm saying? We doing a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to have phone sex. If I was invited, it would be, I'll be, you know what I'm saying? Remember you was young and you hadn't did it before and you kind of shy? Nah, I think I'm good. Nah, I'm just trying to chill. Let's just have a conversation. Let's talk about life. Let's talk about how much I duck it.
You never had FaceTime sex?
I've never done anything sexual over a phone. I'm not ashamed.
I've never had FaceTime sex, but I heard about it. I heard that's what people do now. They have FaceTime
No, this is what
sex.
I wanted to say. What are y'all doing?
You want me to tell you my 6th grade story?
What are you doing? This is my thing. How are we going to get started? How does it start?
I mean, just tell you.
We need an expert to come on this.
I'm
we
an
need to
expert.
postpone this and have somebody
I've done
who's
it.
really.
Let me say, damn, the motherfucker asked me and won't shut up.
You said you had the first phone sex in 6th grade
My
or
first
something?
phone sex was in 6th grade.
I
Not
don't
want to
hear about your. Young ass experience. All right, come on, let's hear it.
It wasn't even that serious. Like, I'm on the phone. I wasn't even like jacking off or anything. I was just literally listening, and she was moaning. 6th grade.
I remember when
we
I
was
was
both in 6th grade, so I wasn't molested. But like, we was being way too grown. And
okay,
she was moaning. I was doing my shit.
Hold on, wait. See, that's the thing that I'm thinking about, because there's something that I have to do. I've been on the phone with a girl that was moaning before, and you like, it sound crazy when you do that.
Nah, you gotta basically get your shit off like you would if y'all was fucking.
So what are you doing?
You gotta say, I was in 6th grade, so I wasn't really like I am if I was to do it now. But you just say, yeah, shit.
Hey, yo.
I can't do this conversation.
I'ma just go ahead and tell y'all. I'm bowing out
Terrance,
of that
hold on,
shit.
wait. FaceTime sex is different, though. She get her shit off, you get your shit off, and y'all look at each other. I've never done it. I'm not really a fan of that, but I heard it's lit.
I'm not that much of a nasty ass nigga to where I need to do that with you on my phone. I'm not saying I would never do that. Like
Would you
I said,
ever send a joint a video?
Situations. I've never been requested that. I've only talked to one girl who told me that she fucked with that.
Mm-hmm. These girls be fucking with that now.
Honestly, it depends on how much I fuck with her. I just don't want to have that in my phone. I don't want to record. I don't want to set up and have my dick out.
Terrance, we don't need this.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to. See, look at you.
I don't want to see this.
That's me in my head. I'm like, what am I doing? Look, so fellas, what if you, what happened when you hit the record button and then look, right when you get to your edge or whatever, phone storage full. Now you got to restart. Now you on your phone with your hard dick in your hand, looking through videos to delete. So I can start over. Shit. Phone keep backing up. And your girl texting you, video, where's the video? Bro, look, this is another thing about phone sex, though. The funny thing, we were just talking about, like, it does seem like a young...
I have had phone sex before, actually.
It seemed like a young person thing. I got a whip. Talk nasty if you want. I'm liable to pull up or have you pull up. I'm not about to be like...
But you never been in a long-distance situation.
But that's what I was going to get to.
Okay.
Shawty in the army, I'm in the army, you know what I'm saying? I'm overseas off the 4 states away. I get that. And I can't say that I've had experience with that. And I wouldn't shit on people who do it. I'm not shitting on y'all who get it all. I'm just saying, I'm a virgin when it comes to it. I never done it. I never had to.
It's honestly overrated. I have done it, though.
I've never done it.
Now that I think about it, I've done it. It wasn't like me, though. It was more so like she was doing it. I've never really been
you said that you was making noises.
In 6th grade.
I'm thinking about what your baby ass voice sounded like in 6th grade. What did you sound like? You sound
I
like
don't know,
her.
bro. Honestly, I'm not even going to lie.
Girls.
That girl in 6th grade was way too advanced for me, bro. I was young. I remember she ended up going to 7th, 8th grade and losing her virginity. I didn't lose my virginity that early. It took me a break to high school. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah, for real.
But I would never forget. She was like, I want to see it. I'm thinking, it ain't no way I'm showing you my dick in this elementary school on the catwalk.
Yeah, no way.
There's no way. No way I'm doing that. I was so scared because she would be like, let me see. And I would be like, chill,
Do you remember the first time you had to show your dick? Do you remember fellas? You remember the first time you actually had to have Shawty look at it?
Nah, for sure.
Nah, fuck that. First off, let's keep it a Honda. I was scarred when I was young. I seen this fucking joint where this dude had a 17, I say this all the time. It was called something crazy. This nigga had like a 15-inch dick. You know, you young, you fine little shit. I found a CD, y'all, and that shit ain't have no cover on it. It was just a blank joint that had the little lines on it.
That was somebody's
burner. I popped that joint in and was like, oh, shit. I only maybe seen 20 seconds of it before I was like, and I'll never forget. Well, I ain't gonna say that. But
what?
When the nigga, whatever, I never forget it looked like it was so much of it.
All
it
right,
was so much.
Okay, I know what
Anyway, I wouldn't want to talk about it. But bottom line, that scarred me as a young, because I said, I'm nowhere near that level. I don't have 15 inches. You know what I'm saying? I used to watch comedy shows, and they used to say, my dick the size of a remote. My dick the size of the Comcast, the DirecTV remote. And I said, all right, bet. That's more like it. You know what I'm saying? But I was scarred. So, like, as a youngin', when girls...
How old was you?
This was me, what? Not that young. Maybe, like
seventh grade?
8th grade, when I started realizing that I had something that needed to be used. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah.
But y'all remember being a virgin when you young, and it was that one pressed-ass nigga that would be like, you still a virgin? You ain't get no pussy before? You ain't never had no pussy? Yeah. It's like, what the fuck? Fuck this nigga. Yes, I am still a virgin. You know what I'm saying? But I just remember when the first time that I had to pull my shit out, I wasn't confident. You need to pull your shit out, fellas, and this is a true thing. You need to pull your shit out in front of a couple girls.
I'm trying to think about that. I don't even remember that.
You might not, but look. The more you have your shit out around girls, and the more girls, even though there was that clip where the girl was lying, but the more girls, you know what I'm saying, you pull your shit out, your girl like, oh my God, or whatever. You need them little life experiences to get your confidence. Unless you just get to a point where you just know. I think I got to a point where I was like, all right, bet. You know
I'm not
shook on that at all. But when you was young, it was definitely like.
Can we please talk about Will Smith apologizing to Chris Rock?
Remember when it was like, remember you wondered, like, I wonder if my shit little. I wonder if my shit small.
Let me tell y'all something. If that was me, I would have taken every...
And y'all niggas know how y'all
every pill I could get until I had one.
So, no, look, you know how niggas are. I'm not the biggest you ever had. I'm not the biggest you ever seen.
Hey, bro, that's a very, very important thing. I'm 28, my girl 28. I would never ask.
I would never ask.
I
don't give
never
a damn.
ask.
I don't give a damn.
I will never ask for myself.
Am I the best you ever had? Am I the best? Nah. I would not. Hey, look, because one thing I ain't going to put it past is some real niggas who really get down and do this shit.
Some blessed niggas out here.
Yeah. And this
that's
is
more blessed than me.
And motherfuckers be freaky as shit. No different. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to measure my value on that.
Nah, I don't want to know. Hey, look, can you imagine
y'all niggas standing up after putting your pants on?
Terrance.
The best you ever had, right?
What is wrong with y'all niggas?
That was the best you ever had, right? And your girl like, yeah. Yeah, it was, I guess.
Can you imagine asking and then seeing doubt or thought?
Yeah, nah.
I can't live with that.
And if my girl asks me, I'm definitely going to be like, fuck yeah, that was the best shit that I ever had.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
That shit was crazy.
I'm going crazy
thinking about it.
The funniest shit. Nobody should ever ask that question just because you shouldn't. Because a nigga's best, look, her best might be a nigga that she met at the club one night, rocked her world for one night. That was it. Your best could be a chick you met at the club one night, rocked your world for one night, and you just never gotten back to. There's something about that nut you got that you just can't get back to.
Right.
So nobody should. I don't want to know. And then look, when you find out your girl done dated certain niggas from different places, you never know what these niggas is coming to bed with. Yeah, my ex was Cambodian.
All right, yeah. Oh, shit.
All right, bet. Shout out to y'all.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want to know.
I don't want to know none of that. Then that's funny as shit.
This is a terrible podcast.
It's a great podcast.
This is terrible.
It's not. That's a good topic. That's what that motherfucker should talk about.
All right, bet.
If you're having phone sex in 2022,
they don't do that no more, bro. They do FaceTime.
But that's why I'm saying you're wild. You're stepping up to the FaceTime.
You just not on that, how about you just not on that freaky level yet?
Maybe I'm not. You know, that's why I need some pointers.
And the reason why I would never send a nut video or nothing like that is because I don't want that to be in your phone. You know what I'm saying? I've never been confident. I've never even sent like a dick pic. I've like shown.
Nah, I've sent dick pics before.
You've sent them
before?
Nah.
It's just,
I don't want my dick in your phone.
And then like, I just don't want, I don't want something like that. What if we break up?
Have you ever taken
and then you just post my shit on your IG story?
I'm going to ask you a real personal question.
On your IG story though? Fuck no.
Hey, look, let me ask you a question. Yeah. Have you ever taken... So there's two different ways to take the dick pic.
Yeah.
This is the wildest podcast ever.
It's not.
But do you take it Or were you the nigga that was taking it?
Oh my God! You definitely should not be the nigga.
Never put your face in that shit.
You never stand in the mirror with your belly. You niggas got your bellies out, thighs and all of that shit. No, don't do it, fellas. First off, if you got a wristwatch or shit, they know it's your watch. You got a certain hand tattoo or some shit. You make sure they know it's you. But definitely
you
don't be the nigga in the
like
mirror. That's actually funny as shit. Don't do that shit.
I know somebody. I'm not gonna put their business out there, but I remember being younger.
Yep.
Talking to this person and him saying, "I'm about to send her a pic." Yeah, I'm about to send her a pic, and I'm on Facebook. This back in the Facebook days. Terrance, you remember this shit?
I know who you talking about.
I ain't gonna put their business out there.
Even though you are.
We sitting there, and I'm on Facebook, and it says 8 minutes ago.
And it's this nigga that
And
we're sitting right next to.
We're sitting next to this nigga, but it's him with his phone up. And I said, bro, I remember panic. I've never been that panicked because it's somebody that I fuck with.
Yeah.
So I'm like, bro, our aunties have this. Families have it. I know your mother might be on here. You need to take this off.
Nah, yeah. Did you mean to send that to her? Yeah. I did. We was like, nigga, you might have sent
You
that
posted it on
public
Facebook.
status.
He sent that during Facebook Messenger. He was greasy back then.
Now, and if that wasn't back when your whole family would know, or your aunts and uncles would know. That's not what back then. Now, if you post some shit, everybody gonna know. But before, he might have been in the clear.
Nobody probably had seen it. But man,
That's
the
funny
fear
shit.
I had for him.
Don't put your face in a dick pic. Nah. Because look, you need to be able to say, that's not me.
Yeah, that's
That's
crazy.
not
That ain't me.
That nigga got the same tattoo as me. Same watch. All right, you get in the gym and get your wrist going. That's not even my wrist. My wrist way bigger than that.
Do you work on your wrist?
No, I don't do that
I
bullshit.
don't do that bullshit.
We doing compound shit. I'm always working on the wrist.
I was just gonna say Will Smith did apologize to Chris Rock
Okay.
for the slap. We did cover the Will Smith shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly, like, Chris Rock came out, like, Chris Rock said that people play the victim, and sources close to him said that he doesn't have interest in talking to Will Smith. And honestly, I don't blame Chris Rock, if I'm being completely honest. When I saw the Will Smith apology, like, y'all know how I felt about the slap on Oscar night. I thought it was like, you could look at it one way, but
Yeah.
we had that big-ass episode called What Idols Become Rivals. But I don't blame Chris Rock for not wanting to talk. You don't get to slap me in public and then say, whenever you want to talk, I'm ready. I don't want to talk. I want to slap the fuck out of you back.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
I don't want to talk to you. I have no interest in talking. And the only thing I didn't like about the Will Smith apology is what the Chris Rock folks were saying. Chris Rock folks were saying, you slapped me. And that's why Chris Rock was alluding to this when he said people play the victim. He said, you slapped me, and I had to go back to work the next day. Even I couldn't play the victim for real.
Yeah.
But now he's on here saying, when I hurt people, when I let people down. This is Will Smith, my guy. Like Uncle Will.
Yeah.
But he's on there saying, like, when I let people down, it hurts me emotionally, whatever. I don't like that. You slapped me. And yeah, you went through some shit, but you like embarrassed me on the stage. Number one, I don't want to talk to you. I don't give a fuck if you're emotionally hurt if I'm Chris.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then people were saying, and I agree with this, don't make it seem like you're emotionally hurt. So now when I say I don't want to talk, it makes me look away.
Yeah.
You play the I'm sorry role, and I don't accept your apology, but now I look like the bad guy because he's sorry, man. Look, he's trying to.
Come on, Chris.
Nah, fuck that.
Fuck that.
I don't think you should hold grudges, but you don't get to do that. And I think it was just a little late. He should have put that joint out like the next week.
And that's my thing. You done took 2 or 3 months off. I've reflected. Bet. I honestly appreciated what Will Smith said and did. Because I feel like, honestly, these people are playing politics. There's nothing else you could really do. There's really nothing else that I could do. I have to come out and apologize again before I can get back to work. And he is getting back to work. That's one thing that is definitely going to happen. Will Smith is slated to do some movie for. Will Smith is definitely not going to fall short of work after winning an Oscar and slapping Chris Rock. They don't give a fuck.
Yep.
And if I'm a filmmaker, guess what? I don't give a fuck about that bullshit.
Yeah.
Be in my movie.
Yep.
Just because I think you can, because like I said,
I'm thinking about the box office.
I'm thinking about a paintbrush. I'm not thinking about a human being. If I'm a filmmaker, I'm thinking about a paintbrush. And when I want to make this movie, this is what I need to use to make it. I don't give a fuck if somebody used this and smacked somebody. I don't give a fuck. Chris Rock will be fine. He's on stage making money off the slap.
Let me tell you something.
Is he not?
Mm-hmm.
Did I not put butts in your seats, Chris Rock? Let's keep it a hundo.
Yep.
So you don't gotta forgive me, but understand, I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. You don't gotta forgive. I wouldn't want to forgive him either though.
Yeah. I was thinking about this too. What if they always use The Rock? What if The Rock would have slapped the fuck out of Chris Rock? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you know how much shit The Rock is in? You think they're gonna start putting him in movies?
Hell nah.
Hell no. He's a box office legend.
If The Rock would have slapped Chris Rock, it would have been more believable because The Rock has slapped plenty of people in his career.
Yeah.
It's like that's just something he did as a wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
I would have thought it was part of the show.
I didn't like how they villainized Will Smith. All them people that came out and said, oh, Wanda Sykes and fucking all these people saying, yeah, I'm still shook behind it. It's like, yo, Will was the most innocent dude ever since this. Even to his own detriment, where people say he was too innocent in his marriage, which
Yeah.
had nothing to do with. I didn't like how they made him like this man that's like scarred you for life. Fuck out of here, Wanda Sykes. Fuck out of here, Amy Schumer. All these people that was so scared. Fuck out of here. This man didn't even curse when he was rapping.
Yeah, like Will Smith ain't this.
He stand up for himself finally. And now, oh my God. Fuck out of here. Did you see that the world is spinning faster? I don't know if you seen anything with that.
Not necessarily.
The earth is spinning faster than it's ever spun before.
This is some bullshit.
Let me tell you, on July the 29th, the earth made, so if you don't know, our 24-hour, that 24-hour life we live is based around the earth making one full spin in 24 hours.
Yeah.
On July 29th.
Because the sun goes up, sun goes down, sun goes up.
Right. That's why you can always count it. It might be a different time if we do daylight savings or whatever.
Yeah.
But the sun will come up at a certain time every day and go down at a certain time every day. You know what I'm saying? Based on how the earth is spinning. But, Brody, on July 29th, this past July 29th, the earth made its 24-hour spin 1.5 milliseconds faster than it was. So as opposed to it being 24 hour, 00 minutes, 00 seconds, it was 23 hours, 59 minutes, 59 point whatever second. Now let me tell you why that seems like nothing. On June 20th, it made the spin only 0.6 milliseconds faster. Now it's done it at 1.59 seconds faster. This is what I need you to remember. And this is what they were talking about on the on this drink that I watched. 1 second, there is $40 million. 40 million. No, I'm sorry. Is it either billion or million?
Billion. Billion.
Dude, you so fucking annoying. Look, over $40 million. I think it's million. Wow, he's an asshole. I fucking hate this nigga so much. Look. Listen, $40 million worth of transactions and shit happens within 1 second. And they said, if this continues to happen, it could completely throw everything off. In 2013, they added an extra second to the clock and it shut down social media sites, banks shut down. Shit was just completely off axis. Our world runs on 24 hours. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if the clock starts spinning this motherfucking earth starts spinning too fast,
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. They're saying it could be two things. It could be global warming with the fucking melting of the glaciers and now the earth is getting lighter.
Yeah.
Whatever. Or they said it's either that or our molten core, which is the hot-ass center of the Earth, is shifting. Bottom line, world is about to be over.
Yeah, and you know, I watched a video where they were talking about what will happen if all of the ice in the world. I don't know if you know, most of our Earth is covered in like water and ice. And there's like big ass glaciers that if they melted, it would rise the sea level.
Yeah.
And they said there's certain things that would just be underwater.
Yep.
If certain things that, like, I think in Antarctica, I think it's Antarctica, or something like that, where there's mad glaciers. They said if all of the glaciers had melted there, then our sea level would go like way high. I don't know, I'm not gonna say the math, but like, and they were talking about how, the water would just start getting everywhere. Like, we would not survive that. And I think that's why people are afraid of global warming, because the hotter the globe gets and there's more ice and water, it makes sense that it's like, yo, we about to be a boat world.
That shit got me thinking about shit. Like when they were talking about our molten core and how the center of the Earth is this hot ass. Think about a volcano. Why? It's this fucking thing that's a mountain that at a certain point will just shoot fucking the hottest shit ever out of it. Why do we fucking have that? Then I got to really thinking, how the fuck is the Earth floating? All right. I'm not a flat earther, but really think about this shit. I was looking at the picture of the galaxy and I said, damn, what's keeping that motherfucker suspended?
Orbit, nigga. Gravity.
Gravity, right?
Right.
But look at this. So look, they've told us this is floating because of gravity, and in space is gravity. You just don't have it on your space.
We don't have it on Earth.
So how the fuck is it floating?
So where are we gonna drop to? We're literally in the
galaxy.
galaxy.
So like, okay, so we don't have gravity here. Everywhere else has gravity. You go to the moon and you doing this. You know what I'm saying? I'm not crazy. Y'all motherfuckers really think about how the Earth is floating.
We never landed on the moon, I don't think.
And that's where the concept of heaven and hell is weird.
I don't think we landed on the moon, because didn't they say with the moon landing, this is what I heard. I heard on the moon landing, when you look at it, the flag was waving. If you look at the video of the moon landing, they said the flag was waving like it was wind.
Man, you don't want to know how I feel about that moon landing.
Nigga, you just said when we was doing this, so what you talking about?
I said if you go to the moon, that's what they doing up there.
Nah, no bullshit. What if it's all a lie? Like, you're talking about the center of the Earth is hot and molten. How the fuck do y'all know? Who went?
Terrance, they have scientists that do this shit.
Oh yeah, you're right. Where did the scientists go? Remember when you watched Jurassic Park? What was the doctor's name? The main guy, Alan.
Dr. Grant?
Dr. Grant. That motherfucker seen with his own eyes dinosaurs. So we believe what he's saying, right?
That was a movie.
Right. But bottom line, we just talking about I see, and then you can say.
But Terrance,
how do you know for real?
It's based on science and math.
Right.
If I dig here and it's this temperature, and I dig deeper and it's this temperature, I can, based on science and math, say, you know what?
It's going to get hotter and
It's
hotter.
going to keep getting hot as fuck.
And the center of the Earth is this far away, so that means it's going to be this level of hot. Well, how do you know? If you've never done it, how do you know it's not going to eventually get colder?
We don't know. It's just like Interstellar. That motherfucker didn't think he was going to get into that fucking black ass hole.
Because like you said, gravity, right? Gravity, right? But on here we have different gravity. But when you get out there, their gravity is different. But if you were here your whole life, when you get out there, you say, oh, when we get to the moon, we're just going to be able to walk around like we do here. I'm going to walk around,
And then you know what got me thinking, Brody? Jeff Bezos, one of the richest men in the world, right? Mm-hmm. Motherfucking Elon Musk, richest man in the world. What are they both looking into? Space. We're about to be done for.
Have y'all seen Don't Look Up? Did y'all go see Don't Look Up? Where the dude was like, we got missiles that are going in outer space.
Yes.
Be able to... Okay, look, and he was the Apple type of dude, you know what I'm saying? They pictured him after the dude for Apple.
Uh-huh. The president of the United States is fucking lying.
That was a great movie.
I'm about to watch that joint today.
That is a great fucking movie.
Speaking of which, the scientists that just did the protest, I don't know if y'all seen that. Tell me the backstory on that. What happened with that?
I think he was just protesting
They
because he said
chained
the end of the
themselves
world
to
is
the
coming or
door.
something like that.
Yeah. And you know why? Motherfucking fossil fuels.
Yeah. See, I don't know. I don't know enough about. It's just like,
So think about it. You got clean energy. You got fossil fuel, which is gas, oil, coal, right?
yeah.
Then you got clean energy, which is solar and wind. You ever seen them big ass wind joints?
Yeah.
They creating energy. Solar panels.
Oh yeah, Dad saw them joints when he was out Cali.
Yep. And so people say we need to go to a clean energy Earth, but
Where are we gonna go?
well, you gotta think about it. If everything runs on solar or whatever, how are we gonna? People are thinking about their cars and shit. You know how many cars we would put out of commission? Trucks we would put out of commission? How many businesses can't run because there's no electric 18-wheeler? So we need the oil industry.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of, and that's at the smallest level, but that's a whole movement.
That's a whole. Damn, I hope this video
Yeah.
don't get fucking blocked. Y'all have no idea how often that I sit in front of a computer and edit a video to not get blocked.
Yeah.
And I know y'all be thinking that we don't upload that much, but man, it is still tough to get specific videos of the way me and Terrell create. Oh, you want to do movie suggestion of the week?
Yeah, you first.
That's because he don't got one. Bitch. My movie suggestion of the week is not a crazy movie. It is a movie that I've told y'all was coming back to Netflix on August 1st. And that's going to be the first Spider-Man. And the reason why I want y'all to watch that, it was just called Spider-Man. But the reason why I want y'all to go back and rewatch that is go watch a real origin story for Spider-Man. No gimmicks, no bullshit. From the way that my man learns from the way that my man becomes Spider-Man, from the way he learns how to web, the way he learns about his super strength, from his backstory, the fact that, you know what I'm saying, he had his relationship with his uncle. Look at his relationship with his Uncle Ben and the things that he does. The choices that he makes in that movie all affect his outcome. Every single choice that he makes in that movie, like, affects his life. The way that he learns to swing. Look, at one point he learns that he could use his web, but then on the next point, he has to learn how he can actually swing from building to building. I thought this shit was genius, the way that they made him realize, like, he's literally, he like saves himself and he's swinging. I'm kind of spoiling it for y'all, but fuck it, because you should have seen it. Came out in 2002, 20 years ago. He's swinging, right? And he's falling, and right before he falls and hits a truck, he like swings to another building. And he starts to realize, oh, okay, I can just do this and swing like that. It wasn't on no Tom Holland bullshit where I just know that I could swing. I just know I can do this. The way that my man had to get MJ, do you think he got MJ in the first film? No. You got to watch the second film and then the third film before my man gets MJ. They don't just gift him MJ like they do with that bullshit Tom Holland series, even though it was great. But bottom line, plus my man is facing a real villain like Green Goblin. Never step on, never disrespect. OGs.
Nigga had a hoverboard and bedazzled frag grenades.
And almost fucked up all 3 Spider-Men in the latest joint. So what you talking about?
My man Tom Holland sent him back a happy man to his universe.
Did
Fuck
he?
out of here.
Tom Holland was a straight up bitch in the latest
How?
Spider-Man. He wanted to save all of the villains and he cared about all of them.
He was clearly,
what the fuck is wrong with
he
this
was
motherfucker?
clearly the leader of all of the Spider-Mans. They was all looking at him like, Peter,
Terrell.
fuck out of here, boy.
Tom
I done
Holland.
seen that. Look, we done fought Thanos. We have fought motherfuckers that y'all can't even think about. That's not even, y'all fighting humans. We fighting motherfuckers that's on different
What are you
planets.
talking about?
I'm talking about motherfucking Tom Holland.
That motherfucker didn't have to do that shit by himself. This motherfucker
Terrance,
always
but
had
like,
a helping
look,
hand.
it's just like y'all level is here. Y'all Drew League. I'm NBA.
Hey, and then
Y'all ballers, but
didn't-
I'm balling at a different level. I'll come drop 40
Terrell.
in y'all universe.
Didn't my man Thanos turn his ass into dust? Mr. Stark, Mr. Stark. And y'all had the nerve to cry over that bullshit.
Fuck
Guess
you,
what?
nigga. That was some sad ass shit,
My
nigga.
man Toby would have never turned into dust because I've been around.
Terrance, Toby would not have even got to go under Mr. Stark's wing with his weird ass.
Let's keep it
His
up.
creepy ass would have been left where he was.
Let's keep
Tony
it
would have never came to talk to your old ass Aunt May, because guess what? He liked Aunt May in our universe. Y'all had that old ass Aunt May that was getting dogged by the Green Goblin. Let's talk about it. Number 2, y'all Peter was weird as fuck. Oh yeah, Mr. Stark. I wonder what that's about. Fuck out of here.
He was way cooler than
Tom Holland was the best motherfucking Spider-Man. Nathan said, I love you. You wrong, nigga.
Tom
Holland is the best. And I love, and you know what? I seen Nathan in your likes. I said, look at Nathan liking all the Toby tweets.
I
seen it.
Is Tom Holland. This the thing. Y'all some weirdos.
How?
Y'all like Tom Holland because he's cool and he's a 2020. He's cool. He's
tell
young.
y'all-
People think he's funny.
I'll tell y'all why Terrance don't like Tom Holland. I know what it is.
Toby Maguire, he was different. He kind of was like, he was a nerd. He wasn't that cool. He became Spider-Man in a dope-ass way.
He's the OG. He's the original.
Put it like this. He wasn't the cool guy that had it to become Spider-Man anyway. Feel me? He just so happened to be taking a picture of MJ and got bit by the spider, and damn, this is my life. I'm going to be Spider-Man because
The same thing happened to
I'm
all
not
the
the chosen one. Tom Holland is like a young Tom Cruise. Of course you're going to be fucking Spider-Man. Of course you.
No, that's Andrew
Even
Garfield.
Andrew Garfield. Of course you. You're the cool
Terrance,
guy.
this
But
the
guess
thing.
what? Toby was the most. And why you think
Toby was the best. Toby was
when he comes out in that third film, it brings tears to my eyes. Look.
Toby was the best Peter. Hands down, he was the best Peter. He was not the
We
best
didn't get
Spider-Man.
blocked.
Look, Andrew Garfield was low-key the best Spider-Man. He was just too cool to be. He wasn't as believable as Peter. Tom Holland is the perfect blend of Peter and Spider-Man. And a boy who was in high school, who's nerdy, who wants the MJ. Y'all can say what y'all want. Y'all don't have an Avengers run. Y'all have y'all couple movies that y'all have y'all 3, and then we did Endgame, we did Infinity War, we did it. I'm a part of the MCU that saved the world. Y'all are part of y'all own franchises. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. And I'm standing like that. And let me tell you, Terrance doesn't like Tom Holland because guess what? He got Z. His beloved Z Day.
That's not true.
That is true. Look at the nigga's face.
Y'all just heard my reason why I said I like the original, what's the name? It had nothing to do with that. Tom Holland is cool, man. He's cool. You can have Z-Day, whatever. You make her happy, that's all we care about. But you better not fuck up.
I'm going to just go something classic. I'm going to go American Beauty, 1999, Sam Mendes. The movie is starring Kevin Spacey, won Best Picture, and I think he won Best Actor. I don't know. I think he did.
He did, but I don't think he deserved to win over who he won over, which was, I'm getting ready to go say, keep going. He did win Best Actor.
1999. Look that up. But it's about a man who has a midlife crisis and decides to just really, he's having a midlife crisis. His family don't respect him. His wife is fucking around. And that's all I'm going to say. Man, what a fucking movie. I don't really have much to say about it. It is on Amazon Prime, but that's one of them ones. Kevin Spacey. I should have picked motherfucking Usual Suspects.
Usual Suspects is a great one, but American Beauty
But
is
American
a
Beauty?
awesome movie.
American Beauty is one of them ones.
It is. I want to see if I can find the nominees of that, because he won over... Who did I think should have won? He won over Denzel Washington in The Hurricane. I'm sorry. That is why Denzel Washington ended up winning for Training Day, because of losses like that. I don't think that Kevin Spacey acting, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that performance was better than Sean Penn. I don't think it was better than that. I don't think it was.
For what? Sean Penn for what?
It's called Sweet and Low Down. You probably haven't seen it. But to me,
And
Denzel
Denzel?
Washington should have won for Hurricane.
But Denzel had won the year prior for Glory, right?
Denzel did
What
not.
year did Glory come out?
Glory came out in what? 90? 91?
Yeah, Glory came out in 89. Never mind.
How about, yeah, Glory is back in...
And then he had lost it for Malcolm X, and Malcolm
He
X was
lost it
94.
Malcolm X was 91.
92.
92.
He had lost it for Malcolm X, then lost it again for Hurricane.
It's like, all right, it's some bullshit. He didn't get nominated for the middle films. He didn't get nominated for the Mo Bettas.
And let me tell you, do you think he should have beat Will Smith
In Training Day?
for Training Day?
Over Ali?
Yeah.
I would not argue with somebody that said Will Smith should have won that award. That Will Smith, his best movie, arguably, is that.
Ali?
This was us having a prime actor, like having Denzel Washington do Malcolm X. This was our best guy. This is like one of our best in our lineup. Bet. In that situation, you had a prime actor playing one of the greatest black athletes of all time, and he kind of resembled him a little bit. Like, he had the charisma. To me, Ali is what, to me, made me look at Will Smith like, all right, he can stand on his own too, for real. Like,
Yeah.
I got to be able to go and act like somebody else. And then, like, I know people, I remember I talked to this lady when I was in college who said she hated it, Will Smith, and he and Denzel Washington act the same in every movie, and we think, but.
Nah, yeah, that Ali was one of them ones where he was Ali. That's like Jamie Foxx, Ray level.
And
depiction.
Jamie Foxx's role in Ali,
Oh my God.
Jamie Foxx is undoubtable talent. I don't think that anybody has done a better job in a biopic, black, than Jamie Foxx did in Ray. Jamie Foxx did Ray so well. I don't know if you can easily put anything over that.
Nah, for real.
Even Denzel and Malcolm X. I don't know if we can put that over what Jamie Foxx did in Ray. And then his acceptance award, where he talked about his grandmother.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Ooh, that over Denzel and Malcolm X?
Man, all I'm going to say is we had zero doubts
Denzel.
that wasn't
Nah, yeah.
Ray.
Yeah, that was 100% right. Because Denzel was still Denzel.
Denzel was still Denzel.
This nigga,
But he just killed it.
He just killed it. This nigga, Jamie Foxx, became Ray Charles.
Nah, yeah. Jamie Foxx has all my respect. All of my respect.
You know who has all my respect too? Motherfucking Regina King.
Nah, yeah. 100%. Elk.
Her role in Ray.
That is like, you can't fucking talk about her. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. She has done too much. And then this is another thing, Jamie Foxx, the reason why I give him his flowers. Bro, sometimes on my YouTube TV when I go to sleep, I put on Jamie Foxx show. And I'm like, not Jamie Foxx's show. I mean, the Jamie Foxx show.
Yep.
That used to come on back
In the 90s.
in the 90s. When me and Terrell was growing up, not the 90s, that joint came on thousands.
Jamie Foxx show was the 90s, I thought. Let me see.
That's like saying,
Jamie Foxx show went 5 seasons, 96 to 2001.
oh, okay, yeah. Oh, damn. See?
Yeah.
Damn, see, I was so young watching them shows. 7, 8 when I was watching them joints. And they used to run the reruns on BET. So, just to know he can do something like comedic. He can go and do a Ray. He can go and fit in a role like Django. You know what I'm saying? He can go and do a role like Collateral. Like, he is just, to me, like,
One of the most talented.
he's one of the most talented. He can put
Don't
an album
forget,
out.
He has. Don't do a versus with Jamie Foxx.
Yeah. Jamie Foxx can get on the versus stage.
No, for real.
Yeah.
So you got Jamie Foxx, the singer. You got Jamie Foxx, the comedian, because he has great stand-up.
Great stand-up.
He's an actor. He's a motherfucking producer. He is also a writer because he's written songs.
He can play the piano.
He can do it all, man. I'm telling you. And dog,
He can be in a comedy. He can be in a serious role.
think about it, like Booty Call and some of the shit that he did early. He was funny.
And then he was able
But
to
he
just
could-
transcend. Law-abiding citizen? Black people, y'all know what
Black
law-abiding
folks
citizen
love
is.
that movie. We love that movie. Black folks love us a lot about a citizen. You got sports?
Only thing I want to say, it's not really sports
Okay.
related. Well, it is, but we don't got to play the sports joint. Because it's not going to be that long. But you know what? Why not? Yeah, play the sports joint. I want to start this off by saying, as a Nationals fan, we just lost Juan Soto and Josh Bell to the Padres. Anybody who might like the Padres out there, you're getting a hell of a guy, hell of a player in Juan Soto. He's young. He's going to give y'all his all. To see that man do his shuffle up at the plate with that Padres uniform on literally made me emotional. Like, literally made me feel like like I got cheated on. I felt like I got cheated on. Like, And I watch my girl walk in a movie with like another dude. Like, seeing him in a different uniform, it really upsets me. And I think that just speaks to how good of a player that he really is. He's a 2019 champion. I love the guy. Like, I love him like I loved Bill, like I loved Chase. Y'all have no idea. I loved him. I'm sorry. And I still do. Uh-huh. It's like it's like when your ex cheat on you and they want to come back and you're like, all right. Like, I love him so much that we're saying, all right, we'll have him back in 2 years.
Yeah.
Like, we saying dumb shit like that, but we know that he's gonna go do better things. It's a part of sports, whatever. But shout out Padres fans, y'all got a great player.
They about to go crazy.
Yeah.
That lineup. But NFL is back.
Mm-hmm. Hall of Fame game tonight.
Hall of Fame game is tonight, Thursday.
Is tonight.
Yeah, and preseason week 1 is literally next week, Thursday, on the 11th. And so...
And my parents going to the first Commanders game. Turn up.
They sure are.
Yeah.
Damn, they 11.
They 11.
But I'm just glad to see football make its return, man. It's been a long off season. I had to deal with y'all basketball motherfuckers. Oh, LeBron, Trae Young, oh, Gritty. Fuck out of here.
For me, I'm sick of them talking about KD free agency. I'm so sick of it.
Fuck about it.
KD,
I don't give a
should
fuck.
KD go here? Should Kyrie go here? You think KD's gonna do this? I'm so tired of that.
Real is back, man.
The real is back.
American football.
And y'all know how we do. We got NFL picks. We're not gonna do preseason.
Not gonna do preseason.
But NFL picks is coming back. So ladies, stay locked. Don't you want to be able to tell your man that you know about the game? And don't you want to be able to sit and tell your man, I think the Patriots going to win in the night? Who the fuck you been talking to? Don't play with me, man.
Fuck them niggas podcast. But yeah, that's all I really had for that. And I guess I did want to say, we literally this morning got the news about Brittney Griner.
Yeah. Free Brittney Griner till we say that shit backwards.
Yeah. Got sentenced today to 9 years, but hopefully if they make whatever this trade is going to be with this person, then we'll be able to get her back.
And like some of the comments that y'all are seeing on some of these posts are just absolutely disgusting. It's people saying that, you know what I'm saying, she'd throw the book at her, give her jail, send her to jail. I don't think y'all realize the crime that she did, you know what I'm saying, the crime that she committed over there, the crime she committed, like, it is not something that would garnish a 9-year sentence. You would not get 9 years for that, even over there. There's certain people who don't think that she's a political prisoner. She is. So
yeah,
don't believe the people that are just mad. There's people who don't like the fact that she kneeled for the national anthem, and there's people who are trying to say that she doesn't give a fuck about this country anyway. Look, kneeling for the national anthem never meant that you don't give a fuck about the country. That's the stupidest shit ever. That is the dumbest shit ever.
Right.
Kneeling for the national anthem means that you don't believe what the national anthem is saying, and we not standing up until it does.
Right. And if you black, go look at the third verse of the national anthem.
Right. If you're black, go look at the third verse.
Right.
Fuck out of here.
We shouldn't even be listening to that shit.
We shouldn't even have to stand for that bullshit.
Right. And I was telling Terrance earlier, it's crazy to see like all these people, and we know what type of people they are. They're saying, oh, W, oh, great, oh, if you do the crime, do the time, whatever. Let that have been America's sweetheart, Michael Phelps.
That's true.
Let that have been Michael Phelps, his weed smoking ass, which is cool.
It's cool. But let him get over there for some bullshit.
He got caught over there with some shit. They'd be trying to get his ass back so fast.
It wouldn't be he shouldn't have brought weed. He shouldn't have brought weed. Fuck out of here. And guess what? When Brittney Griner's back over here on American soil and back living her best life,
right?
That's when we gonna really have our day.
Yep.
I was saying this to myself. She got sentenced to 9 years, and y'all know how I think. Oh, okay, so it's a part of the journey for real. Yep. That's how I see it. 9 years means it's just a part of the journey. She'll be back, and we're gonna say free Brittney Griner until she back until that shit is backwards.
That's a fact.
Fuck anybody who doesn't agree. If it was your grandmother over there, or your brother, your auntie, or uncle, you wouldn't be sitting here saying, "Oh, well, I guess Uncle Roy shouldn't have did that. I guess he shouldn't have did that." Fuck out of here. You're a bitch if you're saying that.
Now, that's the thing. We're not absolving her of what she had, but the crime, what they're doing with her is ridiculous.
It's bullshit. It's ridiculous. Bullshit.
And
My
even
thing
me
is,
at
if
the
they
first-
would have gave her a couple months, if they would have did whatever, you know what I'm saying? Gave her a slap on the wrist. They said normally the charge is up to 15 days. Normally, let's say she did have to do 15 days in a Russian jail. Pluto and them did 56 nights. Feel me? It's like, all right, bet. So you mean to tell me Brittney Griner had more drugs than Future? They put her away for what? Smuggling?
Drug smuggling and yeah.
Y'all think Brittney Griner had more gas than Future?
But Future wasn't in Russia, Terrance. He was in Dubai.
Still.
Well, you right.
You know what I'm saying? All right, bet. Yeah. Oh, well, you know, Russia. Let's look. Now we're going to try to act like Russia is just so elite with their little Russia. Oh, Russia.
But
I'm sick of you niggas, man.
And that's where the politics comes in, because now Russia's only doing that because
We helping Ukraine.
right.
Because didn't Biden just give $50 million more to Ukraine? Who they want back? No.
Yeah.
I see it.
Oh, no, they said, we'll give you her back if you give us the arms dealer. And so now it's like one of those things where we got to either trade that Russian arms dealer back
Right. And there's
and get Brittany.
And there's people who say if it was my uncle, they would never propose a trade and stuff like that. Your uncle would not be used as a pawn because your uncle's a fucking nobody.
Nah, Terrence, but I don't like that either.
Your uncle is not
Brittany Griner ain't really nobody
uncle wouldn't
either.
be getting
It's just
9 years.
I think, yeah, because it's Brittany Griner and it's garnishing all of this, whatever. Yeah, but I think they would have held her even if she wasn't. I think it's better for her that she has some notoriety because they keeping her over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think for anybody, if it was anybody over there, then it would have been the same. And I also don't think, I feel like, damn, what was I just getting? I was just thinking something. I was thinking if, I don't even know.
Well, my thing is this. I think trying to act like she deserves this is just bogus as shit. You wouldn't think that your Uncle Roy would have deserved this. So it's like, you don't have to say anything. If you don't think that she needs to be free, you don't have to say anything. But are you on the Russian side now? You know what I'm saying? You're siding with what the Russians are doing?
Well, this is the thing too.
Because let's say it was just your Uncle Roy and you didn't have a bullshit reason to not like them because of the anthem or anything like that. It'd be like, we would want Americans to come back. That should be the goal. It shouldn't be about, oh, what did they do when they were here? Oh, fuck them. Let them stay over there. Yo, really?
But Terrence, this is what people are saying too. There's people that have family that's locked up for marijuana-related drugs,
here,
nonviolent drug offenses here in the U.S. that are saying that we're doing all of this to get somebody out overseas for marijuana, when I got family that's behind bars for marijuana, and I get that.
Brittney Griner had legal, the cartridges that she had for her vapes are 1,000% legal in the U.S. Whatever your cousin did to go to jail,
but
I'm not saying it's not wrong or whatever, but like, it's not legal over there, yeah, but we are watching somebody be politically detained for politics. She is not being detained for 9 years. She did not do, like, trying to make it seem like she is smuggling drugs to Russia. When I came here with shit that was prescribed to me by a doctor in the U.S.,
it don't matter what you was prescribed in the U.S., Terrence.
But look, that's why we added. You're right,
but they have their own set of rules. So technically,
yeah, but that's why we're saying what we're saying. I don't want to hear about if there's there's people in America locked up for marijuana. Okay,
but
look,
Terrence, it don't matter.
It's not that.
You're right, but at the same time, we can't say, man, it was only this amount. They don't fuck with it over there. You can't have it.
We're not talking about that. You just brought up the people that are here locked up. Now I'm telling you now, and now you want to switch and say,
but I'm saying,
oh, but they have different rules. We're not talking about them now. We're talking about you saying people here.
Well, I'm saying I understand that, because if I had family locked up for weed and now it's dispensaries everywhere owned by folks, I would be like, all right, let's work on getting.
I'm just letting you know, if you're making that argument, you are negative as fuck to what we have going on.
But nah,
we shouldn't be in support of what Russia's doing, period.
We're not. But at the same time, they have a point. Like, they got people here that's locked. If you had somebody you love that was locked up for weed for years, that's been trying to get out, and now weed is legal everywhere here, you might would be like, yo, free her, but also free my man.
I feel that, but it's almost like crab in a barrel. That's crab in the
So
barrel.
fuck my uncle or cousin or brother, and let's get her out. Even though she was in another country breaking the law over there. Let's not forget. I want her free too, but we not about to act like this was a big misunderstanding. Like, yeah, it was a petty thing, and she 100% don't deserve no 9 years, and we hopefully can make this trade. But
It's
you can't say them people don't have a little bit of a point, bro.
For me to be locked up over there in Russia over some political shit, nobody should have to deal with that. Getting caught on a drug charge here because you was trying to sell drugs and they got your ass for possession with intent to sell, and now you're in jail for what, 2-3 years?
Yeah.
Here because you was actually trying to sell some shit versus somebody who took something out there for themselves and they're being treated like they were trying to smuggle drugs and have some type of activity, and you know it's all political, and they in Russia? Come on, man. And you know Russia's on some bullshit. It's like, man, hey, but look, that's the Brittney Griner situation. But like I said, when she's back,
yeah. No, for sure.
It's definitely a,
It's definitely one of them situations that have a lot of perspective. There's a lot of different perspectives out there. But at the end of the day, I think everybody can agree it's excessive as fuck. It is. It's ridiculous. But, you hear that motherfucker call? That's pretty much it for 112, y'all. Damn, we should have started with some 112. Young ass nigga.
I love the beginning of our journey, how we started.
Nah, yeah, it was dope. Be careful out there, y'all. Make sure y'all wash and wipe, man. Monkeypox.
Damn, we didn't even speak on monkeypox.
We didn't even get on that, but just be careful.